The Mercedes SLS AMG, the Formula One safety car. It was deployed last season a total of 21 times across 19 circuits, more than ever before. Its aim is to help the field safely negotiate dangerous situations during a race. This year, it will once again be used at F1 circuits around the world. For 11 years now, Bernd Maylander has been the man at the wheel of the safety car at the elite level of motorsports.
Well, the safety car is on the racetrack on special conditions. That means if we have a big shunt on the racetrack, or sometimes a small accident and we cannot get out the Formula car off the track. And also especially on heavy rain conditions, weather conditions, whatever. So the safety car has to be on the track.
In such situations, the safety car brings the race down to manageable speeds, yet every lap is still counted. It was first used in a race in 1973, and since 1996, it's been a Mercedes-Benz product. Since then, 9 different models with the 3-pointed star have been deployed 136 times, leading the way for 580 laps. The vehicle gives appropriate signals to control the traffic behind it. How? That's explained by a man who must know. It's all very compact here. I'll show you briefly. The most important button, which you all know, or at least you know, the light, is this one here, the orange light. The light appears when the vehicle drives out onto the circuit. You can also turn it on. You see here inside which light is on. You see it up here. You normally drive out with the flashing lights still on. That's then the silver button for the flashing lights that you then see on the front and back of the car. If there's ever a time when I don't get in front of the leading car and we need to sort out the field behind me, then I've also got this green light here, but you very rarely need that. Using this green light and 2 green panels, I can have the Formula One cars come past me. They then know that it's okay for them to overtake the safety car. The little blue knob that you can see here also is a siren. It's best that we don't turn that on or we'd lose our hearing. Then we've also got 2 mirrors in use here. We watch the race there or sometimes get information and, of course, time monitoring details. It's very important. In the safety car too, we want to know which cars are currently doing what lap times, and we can access all of that here. Then we've got 2 different radio frequencies. First, we've got a digital radio, that's the top red button, and an analog radio, so that if a problem ever occurs, you've still got a functional means of communication. We get all of our instructions here in the car from race control. I can't decide anything here. Race control decides it all. I simply provide information, and they then decide what the safety car has to do. The Mercedes safety car has already led for over 4,600 racing kilometers. So for the drivers, it's often meant, be patient.
Yeah, it's sometimes a little slow, you feel, to run behind a safety car, but that's the way it is, and it's the same for everybody.
When the safety car comes out, we're generally going quite slow. So there's a few things we need to watch. First of all, it's engine temperatures. So you need to run high gears, low revs to cool the engine a little bit. And then also the brakes becoming too cool, which is a problem because we have carbon brakes. And finally also the tires. So we need to work on all those things, put brake energy into the car and also left and right to keep the tires up to temperature.
Deployment of the safety car can turn a Formula One race totally on its head. Leads evaporate and tactics get suddenly changed. But safety has top priority, and that calls for the best possible equipment.
Well, the SLS AMG safety car is a perfect car for me because it's quite easy. It's the quickest safety car whatever I drove. But the reason for it, we have a really strong engine. It's a V8 6.3 engine with 571 horsepower, 650 Newton meters torque, so quite strong engine. And the position of the engine, it's a middle front engine or front middle engine. So, and the position of the engine, it's really low, so that's good for the balance of the car. We have a double clutch gearbox transmission, and the position, it's on the rear axle, so that's also very good for the balance of the car. We also have aluminium double wishbone in the front and in the back, so that makes the handling of the car much more easier. So that's, from my side, a perfect safety car.